Stop everything. 50 Cent just dropped a bombshell by leaking what appear to be private photos of Remy Ma. This after reportedly catching her in his bed. Now, Papoose has responded in a big way by filing a restraining order. This isn't just celebrity gossip, it's a full-blown showdown. The kind of scandal that makes even the most unshakable couples look like they need couples therapy. Social media is going wild, and the biggest question on everyone's mind is, did Remy Ma cross the line, or was that line already crossed long before anyone noticed? We're talking leaked screenshots, unexpected photos, and even a voice note where Remy allegedly says, "I wish I had met you first." 50 Cent is no stranger to stirring up drama, and this time, he's not holding back. Meanwhile, Papoose is treating this like a scene from a legal thriller, involving attorneys, collected evidence, and even issuing a warning. If anyone drops another track about his wife, things are going to get ugly. This isn't just drama anymore, it's chaos. Let's break it all down. The betrayals, the messy rumors, and those blurry but very telling pictures that have taken over the internet. When 50 Cent seeks revenge, he does it loudly and unapologetically. It all began when Curtis Jackson, better known as 50 Cent, decided he was done being subtle. No more cryptic posts or shady captions. He reportedly uploaded several blurry but unmistakable photos on a private Instagram page. The caption read, "Don't sleep with the enemy if you don't want to wake up on Wi-Fi." The photos allegedly showed Remy Ma, wearing nothing but a Yankee cap and diamond anklets, posing in what fans quickly recognized as 50 Cent's infamous G-Unit condo in Miami, the same place he once used to avoid being served child support papers. It didn't take long for the internet to act like detectives. Fans started comparing the angle of the photos, matching bathroom tiles, and using reverse image searches to confirm the location. But it didn't end there. 50 Cent also went live on Instagram, not saying a word, just sipping a drink for 37 seconds, while a quiet, suggestive audio clip of a woman moaning played in the background. Petty? Absolutely. But also peak entertainment. So, how did things spiral to this level? Rumors had been floating around for months. It started when Remy Ma and 50 Cent were spotted at the same vacation resort. Both shared poolside photos just minutes apart. Same cabana, same hookah, same bottle of Casamigos. Then came the unforgettable moment at the BET Hip Hop Awards when Papoose took the mic from 50 and said, "Respect my wife the way I respect your music," before season 11 of Power turns into courtroom testimony. The audience laughed, but insiders say backstage was far from funny. Tension was sky high. Remy reportedly had to step in between them and whispered something in 50's ear that made him smirk and walk away. Now we might finally know what she said, and it just adds more layers to the mess. People close to Papoose, especially from a private barbershop group chat, claim he's been aware of the affair for a while. But instead of reacting right away, he stayed silent while quietly collecting evidence. He supposedly hired tech experts to monitor burner phones, recover deleted texts, and retrieve cloud data. What they found? Enough to make Usher's Confessions album look tame. One of the messages, allegedly from Remy to someone saved as Vitamin Water, read, "Last night was crazy. Tell your driver next time to be on time." Let's not pretend we didn't hear the chaos Papoose stirred up. He practically woke up the whole neighborhood. Honestly, who would have thought infidelity could sound this explosive? But remember, this isn't Remy Ma's first time in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. She's been keeping a low profile ever since that backstage altercation with Brittany Taylor back in 2019. Brittany accused Remy of hitting her so hard, it could have changed her whole financial situation. Then came the whole saga with Easy the Block Captain. Remy helped him move into a luxury penthouse, even got matching grills with him. Fans couldn't help but joke that she was putting together a rap crew and a new lifestyle at the same time. But honestly, no one, and I mean no one, was ready for what happened next. The internet exploded once those private pictures surfaced. X, couldn't handle it. Memes popped up everywhere. TikToks were nonstop. Even amateur astrologers started dissecting Remy's birth chart like it held the secrets to betrayal. The barbs came out swinging, saying, "You called us haters, but we've been warning you since 2017. But the real mess didn't start until Papoose filed a digital harassment complaint against 50 Cent. He claimed the online shaming, the emotional manipulation, and all the unwanted exposure had pushed things too far. This wasn't a joke anymore, and he made that perfectly clear. And can you blame the man? This is the same Papoose who stood by Remy during her 6 years behind bars. He knew her prison call codes like they were song titles. He wrote her heartfelt letters most folks couldn't, even turn into lyrics. He was by her side through every setback, from parole to label issues to ankle monitors. And now he's being humiliated like this? Some might think this is just group chat gossip gone public, but it's much deeper. The disrespect reached another level when 50 Cent tagged Papoose in one of his now viral tweets, asking, "Is this your queen? I thought you were a king." Savage doesn't even begin to describe it. And just when things hit their lowest point, Remy went completely silent. Her Twitter vanished, her Instagram posts were archived, and her scheduled appearance at Hot 97's Women in Hip Hop brunch was suddenly canceled, due to personal matters. Translation: she knew it was time to disappear. But in celebrity chaos, quiet doesn't last. Just when people thought things were calming down, 50 Cent came back swinging, not with grainy photos or cryptic captions this time, but with actual voicemails. Yep, real recordings. The second round of leaks landed like thunder. The audio, which allegedly features Remy's voice, includes her softly whispering, "You make me feel safe. Safe enough to be reckless. Don't let him find out. Not yet." Then, at the end, you hear 50 Cent laugh and say, "This voicemail has value," before letting the silence drag just long enough to leave people stunned. This wasn't just petty. This was calculated, strategic, and it didn't end there. Right as that voicemail started making rounds online, a screenshot of a suspicious wire transfer also began to circulate. The amount? $30,000. The sender? Reportedly, a business account linked to Remy. The recipient? A name that looked a lot like Curtis J. Jackson, better known as 50 Cent. The payment description? Just one vague word: consulting. The note attached said, "Keep this between us." But consulting for what? Since when does a consulting gig involve voicemails and grainy screenshots? While online investigators were busy zooming into image metadata, a mysterious Reddit user by the name of Sanino dropped a 28-slide deep dive that left the internet stunned. The post included screenshots of Remy allegedly venting in a private group chat, complaining that Papoose treats loyalty like it's his personal love language. Another slide showed a pixelated FaceTime snapshot, supposedly of 50 Cent, in what many believe is the same bedroom from Remy's leaked pictures. Then came the Instagram stories. A freestyle video of Remy resurfaced, and people quickly turned it into a meme. When your girl raps about street codes but forgets the wedding vows, that line alone went viral. The internet went into full meltdown. TikTok detectives started analyzing her voice, her tone, even the rhythm of her breathing. Twitter was piecing together clues like it was an episode of CSI. One YouTuber swore they saw Remy and 50 Cent sharing a churro at Disneyland, posting a video featuring nothing but a half-eaten popcorn bowl as proof. At this point, the truth wasn't even the point anymore. What mattered was what could go viral. As the story spiraled into full soap opera territory, Remy chose silence. No tweets, no stories, no interviews. She vanished from the public eye like that one cousin who ghosts everyone and suddenly starts quoting scriptures. But Papoose? He wasn't hiding. He came out looking like a man on a mission. Insiders close to his legal camp say he's actively exploring every legal path available. He's reportedly claiming emotional distress and pointing to an orchestrated digital smear campaign aimed at destroying his image. Some say he's even reached out to civil rights leaders Angela Rye and Sherilyn Ifill to discuss what he's calling the moral justice case of the century. But let's not forget, this is 50 Cent, the same guy who once dared Floyd Mayweather to read a page out loud on camera, the same man who bought out 200 front-row seats to a Ja Rule concert just to leave them empty. You really think a few court documents are going to make Petty Jackson back down? Right after the restraining order news hit, 50 Cent posted a video of himself lifting weights in the gym, lean back, blasting in the background. His caption, "Stay in your lane, King. I've already merged." A traffic pun, in the middle of a legal war. That's not just shade, that's a full blackout of energy. Now the public is split like a family at a will reading. On one side, Team Papoose is trending, fans calling him the last of a dying breed, the king of loyalty. Old photos of him standing by Remy through thick and thin are flooding the timeline. One post, retweeted over 100 times, reads, "He held her down through 6 years of parole, and she turned around and FaceTimed another man. This math ain't mathing." On the other side, Team 50 is eating this up. And just when it felt like the drama hit its peak, a Clubhouse room popped up titled, "Did Papoose fumbled or was he set up?" That discussion thread ran nonstop for nearly 11 hours. It turned into a full-on virtual courtroom, complete with star sign breakdowns, receipts, emotional statements, and wild theories, including rumors that Beyoncé unfollowed someone. Which, by the way, she didn't. The drama was addicting, and just when you thought it couldn't get any more chaotic, Fat Joe stepped into the mix. During a spontaneous Instagram live session, he looked into the camera and said, "I love Remy, but loyalty isn't something you toss around the block like a game of hopscotch." Was it vague? Sure. Was it loaded with shade? 100%. Was it bold? Without question. Then out of left field, Wendy Williams. Yep, Wendy. She reportedly left a voicemail for the Shade Room claiming Remy had always looked at 50 like a snack, and now she'd finally decided to take a bite. Even Tyler Perry couldn't write this type of plot twist, but it didn't stop there. Cardi B briefly entered the chat with a now-deleted tweet. "Y'all keep confusing marriage with loyalty and this industry. It's not the same. It's about who hides the mess better." Before she could take it down, the internet had already saved it, screenshotted it, and thrown it into the rumor mill. Now everyone's wondering, was Cardi hinting at Remy and 50? Or was she just dropping raw thoughts? And could this really be just the beginning? A bigger storm of betrayals, cover-ups, and broken promises? Let's be honest. Even if half of these so-called receipts are real, we're watching one of the biggest PR meltdowns in hip-hop since Jay-Z sidestepped the Beehive and somehow still dropped a chart topper. But what if this isn't a meltdown? What if it's all by design? There are whispers, quiet ones from supposed insiders, saying the entire situation might have been orchestrated behind the scenes. Think PR firms, assistants, and brand strategists plotting it all out over Zoom calls. If that's true, someone deserves an award. Not just one. Give them a Grammy, an Emmy, and a luxury retreat in the hills. Why? Because rumor has it, Netflix is circling around the story, eyeing a possible documentary about Remy. On top of that, 50 Cent is allegedly working on 3 new Power spin-offs. Meanwhile, Papoose is back in the booth, dropping new bars filled with metaphors about trust, betrayal, and icy showers. Coincidence? Or part of an epic rollout? Some industry folks say this could be the smartest, most chaotic marketing move since the fake Drake beef of 2023. One BET exec reportedly said, "If this is fake, it's genius." So if your jaw is still on the floor, hit that like. If you're addicted to hip-hop chaos, scandal breakdowns, and wild theories that sound too real to be made up, subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Because the next bombshell might drop before this one even cools down. This is Gossip Spill Vibe, and here the tea never sleeps.